Well, welcome to sportsbookreview.com. It's Bundesliga and it's week 12 coming off a really good weekend. We had the parlay up. We had good pluses and good winners. There's a few teams now that we can look to fade. Now, this midweek card, it looks very tricky. So I need Alex and I need Tan to really dig deep. But first of all, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means that we'll notify you and you'll never miss any content again. And it's very important going into this holiday period because we could be on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Thursday, a Friday. But we will never be on a Saturday and Sunday. Also, you press the link in the description. That will send you over to the articles wrote by either Tan or Alex or Martin. They love winners over there. And I think they had parlays over there during the week as well. Strong and strange week. Remember, you're our third guest. If it's your first time, then please let us know. Give us a little wave. Say, this is my first time. The boys in the chat, they'll look after you. And obviously the girls now, because it's not an all-male audience. Remember to put the thumbs up. Thumbs up shows your appreciation for Tan and Alex. And Tan loves to get to 100 thumbs up. So please do your little bit. We've got 41 watching after only 2 minutes. I'm going to start off with welcoming the boys. It's Alex and Tan. Tan, I'll come to you first. Bundesliga, we're starting to get a good handle on it. But midweek fixtures can sometimes throw up some shocks.
Well, I think it was already a shock in this weekend.
Well, really, I quite enjoyed it personally.
No, obviously the drama is the best thing for enjoyment. But hands up, if 1 week ago anybody would think that within 5 days Favre would be gone from Borussia Dortmund and losing in that way at home. And all in all, with those three that are shifting cards among who is at the top, Borussia Dortmund started at the top, then it was Bayern, then Leipzig, and then who's there? Bayern Leverkusen. I mean, normally we knew like, okay, the big three are the bankers, and then it comes goals or others. Now you can be certain about anything.
Alex, we had a good weekend in the Bundesliga. Both you and I, we predicted plenty winners, and we came out with plus money. By the way, there'll be no records for the Bundesliga this week or on Thursday because obviously the fixtures won't be finished until late on Wednesday. So next week, I will endeavour to make sure I update it all, and I will make sure I do it correctly as well.
Okay, let's have all plus money on your book there. What a weekend in Bundesliga! Yeah, extremely good weekend. Bankers, singles, underdogs, and we, especially you, with that Stuttgart and both teams to score at an amazing price there. And guess who was the man of the round in Bundesliga? I will let you guess.
Team game.
Silas Mamanjituka. really, he was the MVP of the round in Bundesliga. They declared him the MVP of the round in Bundesliga with 2 goals and 1 assist in that absolutely amazing way that they destroyed Dortmund on the road with Lucien Favre being sacked. And now let's see what will happen to Dortmund. But very interesting that Leverkusen are top of the table right now. They are very confident, and I saw some stats that this is the first time since 2014 that Leverkusen are top of the table in Bundesliga. So wow, what a performance from Leverkusen week in and week out, also in Europa League, and wow. I can't wait for the next round of fixtures. Okay, 11 weeks is not the end of the world for Dortmund, especially for Bayern, because Bayern will come in mid-January and after on fire. I'm absolutely sure. But that was an unconvincing match, very unimpressive match from Bayern and Union Berlin. Thank God that Tancredi had a winner on that both team to score, and we didn't touch anything else. So yeah, it was a crazy good week with our bets in Bundesliga.
Okay, I've got my ears pinned back for once. I need to be schooled on this week, and you'll see when we do the official picks. But I'm quite wary of this. I was wary of the Premier League last week, and everyone else said, "Oh no, it's great." Honestly, I think that this is going to be really. Make sure you concentrate. Make sure you dig deep. Antonio from Malta, welcome, sir. I'm going to come to you first, though, Tan. It's Frankfurt -120, draw +285, and Gladbach at +140. Both teams normally score. Gladbach, they're entitled to be a little bit gassy. Do we see a winner here?
It's different from what we saw in this weekend because, possibly Gladbach weren't impressive, but it was right after Champions League. So even if they had lost against Real Madrid, it was difficult probably to shift back on Bundesliga. It is not part of my top 5 picks, but from the way I see it, it's normally in another season, this would be like, easy going on that, both teams to score over 2.5 goals. It will just be another of those Bundesliga games. Yeah. I'm not sure if it will happen along as the final outcome, but it will happen definitely in the second half. So in case they would start a little bit groggy, then they would come out in that way. So I go with over 1.5 in the second half.
They also, Tan, I don't want to obviously educate you, but they also have a market of most goals to be scored in the game in the second half, or obviously in the first half. So you're going to go
lecture me. Please lecture me, because that market there is not in Italy. So lecture me.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, I would probably suggest, instead of going over 1.5, you think it's going to be tight, just have a little look. If you think this is where we've got to really get our heads together, and you're in the chat, don't be sitting there sucking your thumb doing nothing. We need you, I promise you, for this Tuesday and Wednesday fixtures in Bundesliga. So get plenty out there. Yes, I agree with both teams to score. I agree it could be tight early on. We'll see who's got the best price, whether it's most goals in the second half or whether it's over 1.5 goals in the second half. Alex, Frankfurt, they're solid enough. They get their goals. But Gladbach can actually blow teams away.
Yeah, and the only problem with Eintracht Frankfurt right now is that they're missing Andre Silva. And you could see that against Wolfsburg, they were rolled by Wolfsburg in that 2-1. It could have been at least 3-4-1 for Wolfsburg. They scored only from a penalty. So always expect VAR giving his problems in every single match. With the Bas Dost there scoring from the penalty spot. I think that Eintracht will have problems scoring against Gladbach. Gladbach very organized there. The price looks very good on Gladbach at 2.4. You can even play it with a draw no bet option at 1.84 right now with Bet365. So I think that this is the way to go. This is not part of my picks, but I think that the value is with Gladbach in this one.
Okay, then let's move on, Alex, because I was going to be a bit of a hypocrite because I thought that this was probably one of the games where I had quite a strong fancy. But then I had to go back, give myself a shake, give myself a slap, because it's Hertha at -125, draw +300, and Mainz at +330. I think Hertha win the game. Can I trust them enough to put my money on? No, I can't.
You can never trust Hertha. Yeah, like that it is. 3 good games. Draw against Leverkusen, which is very good for them. Draw against Gladbach, which is very good for them again. And a nice win against Union Berlin that we've seen how Union Berlin are playing and what an upset they pulled off this weekend against Bayern Munich. So I think that the value is with Hertha right now. Mainz are very, very poor. They are badly struggling lately. Losing at home against Koln shows me the spirit right now that is inside that team. I was expecting more for them. I was expecting over 2.5 goals in that match. They didn't had a lot of opportunities of scoring. So I think that the value is on Hertha at 1.75 right now.
No, I agree. I mean, for me to give them a double look, there must be plenty of value there. Just a little bit of a rewind. -109 to have the most goals scored in the second half for that Frankfurt Gladbach. That seems great value to me. Now, Hertha, and Mainz, Tan. Hertha a strong outfit, but they're too flaky. I can see this being under 2.5. But again, I cannot give an opinion that I'm actually going to stick my money where my mouth is.
I go with Hertha. Last week, I suggested the double chance out to Hertha in Mönchengladbach. It went out. I think that it was the result of Hertha. Is the outcome of the trend of Hertha in the last weeks, obviously combined with how Mönchengladbach was distracted. Mainz been very, very poor at home against Koln. It wasn't a firework game. Still, the last 20 minutes, Koln was down to 10 men, and they were pretty hopeless. So when I saw minus 125, I said, good enough that for being picked up. Let me tell you, meanwhile, that there is a contest that is going on in between within our chat, because everybody is wondering from where Tancredi is broadcasting. And actually, I think that from the replies of the people, it's like the Koch test, you know, the KOCH, the German scientific test that with the drawings is telling you what's your psychology mind. So according to the replies of the people, we can see the mind of people. So Derek Parra is saying where the coffee is, something like so. Possibly he got the mind oriented in that way. Then there is Miguel Alves Castro saying Tan is on IKEA walking what a man. So maybe got a mind for constructing things. Rampage is saying Tan leave from his van. So possibly Rampage got a problem in paying his rent. That's why got this in mind. Again, Derek Parra is saying reporting live from inside a coffee can. Derek, there is a problem with coffee with you. I don't know because you are too nervous. I don't know. Semi T is saying, lol, Tancredi is in the garage. Semi, do you have to pay the mortgage of your car? Because there is some... And then finally, Pedro Paiva is saying, Tan is speaking from inside his closet. Pedro, are you closing behind yourself in something?
First one said that you are always in a dressing room, in a football dressing
Paul
room.
Versus Tan room looks always like a football change. Looks like.
I thought you was in IKEA.
See, so you too have this mind that needs to construct something in your life. I believe
he's constructing winners after winners in these shows.
Listen, let's move on. Because Hertha and Mainz, I mean, everything points to the home win. How you do it, I mean, listen, you don't complicate it. Minus 125, good luck to you. And I'll be cheering on anything that you have. Really like this next game. This is one of the few games I really liked. Stuttgart plus 125, Tan. Draw plus 255. And Union at plus 220. Now, we've got a team that loves going forward, scores goals at will, against a team who are strong, athletic, organised, and patient. What are we going to get, Tan?
I can't, how can I say, forget that I cannot consider that what happened against Borussia Dortmund will influence Stuttgart, and not necessarily.
I wanted to ask you about that. This is in my mind. This came the first thing in my mind. You will see now that Tan will say that Stuttgart destroyed Dortmund and they took it. Now they are full of. Now they will relax a little bit, and the value is with Union Berlin.
It's too much to handle for Stuttgart. Too much, and it's just coming after this game. 3 days later. It's too much. And I mean, for the Union, it was so good anyway. But the man on the cover were the Stuttgart ones. They said, I can't remember when was last time that a Borussia Dortmund manager was sacked on the way. Probably Bosch, when Peter Bosch was there, maybe?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Before Favre, yes. Anyway, it was unusual also for Bosch. Before that, we should go in the previous decade when still Klopp was not there. So it's a combination of things. And Union, anyway, aren't just someone that they are working through there. I mean, it's possibly a very bad pick for them to face Union after that result. So for this reason, Not saying that I go with Union, but I go with a level game that, in my opinion, would be a both teams to score.
Both teams to score. I mean, obviously, everyone's going to be thinking both teams to score. They're also going to be thinking the Alex Classic. Alex, would you go as far as saying you could see 3.5 goals?
No, but the Alex Classic, absolutely, yes. I will take it a step forward from the both team to score, and I will put over 2.5 goals in the match too. At 1.91 is a bet to take. We are seeing that Union Berlin, even without Max Kruse, they are delivering. On the other side, we have a dynamic 3-5-2 from Stuttgart there. With very fast players, very quick on the break, and to be honest, to see the youngest team in Bundesliga on the pitch averaging 22.8 years in this Stuttgart team, I think that many of them will have a great career. We will see plenty of them at high-rated teams in Europe. And most of all, this guy that we talked 3 or 4 rounds ago, and he started to score and deliver from the right side there. He's coming very nicely from the right wing and coming in the middle. He's brilliant. The pace is brilliant. And also Koulibaly, his teammate, the striker. But all the team is collaborating very nice. On the other side, yes, we have Union Berlin, whom I said that they are missing Max Kruse. But let's not forget that Union Berlin in this season, they have 12 different scorers. I mean, everyone can score for Union Berlin in this one. So imagine Union Berlin, 6th place in the standings.
It's Union.
It's a union, yes. It's a package. It's a package. It's a good word combo. It's a good word game there. 23 goals scored by 12 players. This is unbelievable. That means that the team is there. They are gelled. Is no surprise. I think that they were very unlucky not to get the win against Bayern. Really, how the match was going, wow! I thought that, come on, after we've seen the 5-1 from Stuttgart, we will see also a huge upset from Union against Bayern. But unfortunately for them, it's okay. Also, that 1-1 is very good for Union, keeping themselves up in 6th. The two teams are separated by, they are equal on points. They have 23 with 24 goals scored, 15 with 17 conceded. The Alex Classic, this is a great match in a football game. Two teams that, they're not playing the same way, but they combined really well. So the Alex Classic, of course, is on the cards here at 1.91.
Yeah, I agree totally. I mean, I've gone a little step further. I've actually gone with the Alex Classic, but I've gone with 2 bets like I did with Stuttgart a couple of weeks ago. I've gone with the Alex Classic at -110, but I've also gone with Union team total over 1.5 at +140. I can see this being a 2-2. I can see Union winning 2-1. I can also see Stuttgart winning 4-2. So for me, I thought that the +140 for Union was just too big, and that's my first one. Now let's move on then. Alex, Werder +450, draw +355, and Dortmund at -160. Anyone crazy enough to take Dortmund at -160?
I don't think that there is anyone crazy enough, but I think that many of them will bet this one because there is a change of managers right now. Terzic is coming after Lucien Favre. Okay, I think that he will be an interimate. I think that he will be changed at the end of the season or maybe even earlier in January. Let's see how the things will move in what direction for Dortmund. But they were very lost there. At the back, Hummels doing some stupid mistakes.
Good player, Rim. Good player.
Yeah, together with Maguire, a great duo.
Come on, respect a world champion.
Was a world champion. Would you respect Would you respect a 75-year-old world champion getting back?
He's not a 75-year-old world champion, but anyway, I would respect him anyway.
He's 58. Okay. On the other side, we have Werder Bremen, that you cannot trust them either. That they were put to respect by RB Leipzig in that 2-0 win. They lost to Stuttgart. They lost to Wolfsburg. So I think that their last win was against Arminia Bielefeld 2 months and a half ago. So a big period of time with Werder Bremen not winning a match. Now they are smelling a little bit of blood from Dortmund. You know,
I was afraid for a moment about what they were smelling. Sorry, go on.
They're farts. What you wanted me to say? No,
Come on. You need to
only
understand.
a matter of time.
In fact, you need to learn the art of hinting.
I'm not a reporter. It's okay. Go to speak nicely in some in the weather channel.
Go to speak nicely.
Speak nicely.
Go to speak nicely with Umberto.
I think that they will smell blood for this everything that is happening to Dortmund right now. Dortmund really struggling without Haaland and without a spine. I think that Dortmund don't have a spine, don't have a leader. We thought that Marco Reus is the leader. He's not anymore. No. We thought that Axel Witsel, he's good, but he's not his form is not good at the moment. But this will be my banker for this week. I think that we'll see plenty of goals here. I think that Dortmund will try to bounce back and show that was a huge mistake, let's say, but also Werder will contribute on the scoreboard. Werder normally with Dortmund, they are producing goals, minus that last match in Bundesliga, but normally they are scoring 2 or more against Dortmund. Over 3 goals on the Asian handicap at 2.0. This is my banker for this midweek action.
Wow, ballsy. But again, you get your money back if there's only 3 goals. Dortmund versus Werder. They travel and they go to Bremen. Do you fancy that they're going to get the job done? Because Barcelon's going with Dortmund to score in both halves at plus 128. He's going with Dortmund -1 at -105.10.
Look, Dortmund went with Edin Terzic as new interim manager, but actually it's not the interim of a moment. They decided to go with him for now, at least, until the end of the season. It's clear to see what they are trying to do here. They are trying to pull a flick. They said, wait a second, if Bayern went good with someone that they have nurtured inside the club and nobody thought it was ready, but it was there, had the tactical knowledge, and actually did one of the best things in our history. Maybe the same can happen with Terzic. It's a bold move. Terzic is only 38. It's a move that anyway has been supported by other examples. At the same time, I still remember that when the so-called Guardiolism started, when Barcelona did the treble with putting Guardiola, then everybody started to pull. Ciro Ferrara became the Juventus manager. Leonardo became the Leonardo manager. Nobody with experience, and then they collapsed. In the end, it's not like having or not having experience is the difference. It's the ability that you have already within. So we don't know about Terzic. We know that he arrived at least to try to stay, because anyway, if the team then will continue to fall apart, possibly in February, before the round of 16 of Champions League, they might take a new decision. Thing is that everything is happening just one thing after the other. Wednesday, they play, and Favre was sacked yesterday. They barely have time to do 1 or 2 trainings together. It's all about nerves here. It's all about the nerves, the mental reaction from Dortmund. And I believe there will be that. There is enough quality in these players to have that. But Werder, at home, not easy to take. Not just there to be the sparring partner, to be punched back. If I have to go with something, I go with both teams to score. And I'm not even sure if it is with over 2.5 goals. Because, you know, how easy we need to learn what is Terzic. Nobody really can say unless there is someone that has been studying him in the youth team and in the scouting process, in which way I bow to your knowledge, because I don't know about him. But we need to learn if he's caring about saying, okay, look, we've been conceding and letting too easily. So let's lock a bit things down.
I just wrote that. I just wrote that exact time. I think that they could go the other way, Dortmund, and just make sure they pick up the 3 points. It could be 1-0, 2-0. Just frustrate Werder. They know their chances will come. But let's not go gun-ho and because Werder could get themselves in front, and then it's going to be, oh, here we go again for all the Dortmund. Listen, it's just a very, very tricky game.
I go with both teams to score. I prefer with that.
Yeah, I mean, you've got both teams to score. Let's hope that Dortmund win 3-1 and they score in both halves for Barca, man, and they get the -1. But for me, I'm leaving it. Next game, we've got to go to Tan. It's Schalke at +210, draw +250, and Freiburg at +125. Now, Freiburg won 2-0 over the weekend. They got us plus money because we went for
What did I say last week again in this Augsburg Schalke? What did I say? It's a trap.
They like to play at the back.
It's a trap. Both teams to score at 1.95. It's a trap. Let's go for it.
And I said Augsburg to win, but only at the halftime, and Augsburg won at the halftime.
Yeah, perfect.
Because I felt it can go always in one way for Schalke. Even the worst teams, they are having a survival reaction, even if it isn't enough, and it wasn't enough.
Well, I've only got 3 bets this week, and I've actually gone for Schalke to win this game at +210. Tan, am I crazy? Is that Tan madness?
No, not well. The odds are.
No, I've gone with Schalke to win at +210.
I'm going with the odds are so good that I'm going with the double chance home for Schalke. If not now, when? If not against Freiburg, when? Yeah. Freiburg that won against Arminia. And again, considering that that physiological phenomenon, having won there could have satisfied a bit their hunger.
Yeah, but they didn't win against RB Leipzig to say they won against Arminia. I mean, Arminia in the relegation zone. If you don't beat Arminia, whom you beating? Okay, I understand your vision when you are saying that a small team will beat a big club and they will relax a little bit, but Freiburg beat Arminia that are under them. If you don't beat Arminia,
but these have put them. Is the third positive result.
Listen, we've lit up the chat. The chat are going mad. They can't believe that I've gone for. I'm going for Schalke. Schalke score.
No.
Listen, they've scored a couple of goals. Confidence will lift. They're at home. They go and score first. They win the game comfortably in my book. And also in this matchup, when are you ever going to see Freiburg away from home at +125 favourites? No. You have to play the numbers sometimes. And also, Jack Simpson says, am I on Monday Night Football tonight? Yes, I will be there for the Ravens versus the Browns. Listen, by the way, they're going bonkers in the chat.
As I said,
the white coat, the men in white coat are coming for me. But first of all, I've got 135 watching. Tan, there's only 63 thumbs up.
Yeah, but you can't want me now to campaign for you. No, guys, let's get to 100. Let's get to 100. Because I like Flash in the way he flashy is, but I flash you with a home double chance for Schalke. If not now, when? And anyway, the odds are good enough to even get a solid home double chance. If not now against Freiburg, when? So
yeah, and Vlad Popescu comes up with a great point that I already knew, was Freiburg have not won at Schalke for over 8 years. Now, Schalke have not been this bad in 8 years, but Alex, Schalke have got to be winning, and they've got to be winning soon, and this is their day.
Listen, I think that this might be their day. Imagine that from the top 4 European leagues, okay, let's put top 5. Let's put also Ligue 1 there for everyone to be happy with that. Them and Sheffield United are the only team with no victory. I think it's
Don't
time
say
for
Sheffield
them.
United to fly. No, well, that was Sheffield Wednesday.
That is Wednesday.
The biggest side. Bigger
side. I think that it might be when Schalke will win their game. Let's not be bold here and say that Schalke will save themselves from relegation, because I think that they will go down. They will sink with the ship. I
But
don't
if they're gonna get into that European place, Alex, they've got to start winning soon.
Yeah, look, he's not saying nothing. He's focusing on the chat. Look the face. Look the face. Hello, Tan.
Ground control to Major Tan.
Oh my God! I think that they are right on the chat. I think that he didn't drink his coffee, or coffee was not Italian, today. So I think that he drinks some fake coffee there, because his energy level is very down. Normally he's focused both on the chat and with us, but for 10 seconds we lost him totally. But yeah,
but you weren't talking to me. I was listening, but you weren't talking to me.
But of course we were talking to you when Flash said that Schalke needs some points to go in that European position. Of course that he was talking to you.
He knows.
No, we're going ahead. Yes, but you didn't need my permission to tell you.
No, but I wasn't asking a question. By the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 football. Sort your name out for a start, right? And then secondly, I love all of you, but I'm a huge fan of you guys, and I'd like this question answered. I believe in football clubs selling matches. Most of them have lighters nowadays. Why would you use matches? Okay. So anyway, listen, we've only got 72 thumbs up. We've got 28 to go. Otherwise, Tan.
Oh my God, this was good, but I want to hear also Tan's opinion on that. But this is an interesting question.
Oh, it's a wide topic. In every environment, you find. He
was part of Calciopolis, or what is the name?
Catenaccio.
When it
no, Calcio. It means that is.
But can you? Listen, in some faraway land, but not in the top divisions.
Where are you heading? Where do you want to head with this?
Just your opinion on if teams are selling matches nowadays.
It's becoming too difficult. There are the latest scandals that we have seen surging. The Calciopoli has nothing to do with that. It wasn't about selling matches. It was about basically kind of creating a system of making field referees blackmailed so they couldn't take some decision of the others. It wasn't about fixing games.
Of course,
it's a different way.
When you play a referee, you're trying to fix games. Come on. I was asking nowadays.
But in a faraway land, surely to God.
I don't know why we are going that. What I'm saying is that lately there is so many things are in the spotlight. There are, for example, in Europe, but I'm sure that also overseas, Betradar, all these syndication that are also financed by bookmakers themselves, because it's against the interest of bookmakers to see some games fixed. That actually the games that are in the top divisions, it's very hard to think that they are fixed. Something that can be warning can happen in the lower division, and still anyway, normally, lately, never by the club. Could be some single player,
but
never
thing,
by the club.
Tan, you're right.
Risky.
How can you fix games when there's like 22 players on the pitch?
No, when there is 22, when there are 22 TV eyes on the pitch, more than players.
Before maybe in some like faraway land in the division
or lower division. In fact, the scandals of these things in Italy, so about actually trying to sell games in 2010, were happening in second, in third division, especially. We can discuss. I think it's
clear. I think it's clear. Richard Holm, match fixing is in all sports at a bigger or smaller level. From the third division, second division, also tennis, also whatever, you name it. We've seen it. They put it away. They will always exist. It's very tough to do that in a Champions League match, in a top 5 in the matches from the top 5 league, in the broadcasted matches. It's very difficult to do that. But the black market will always exist. We know in Singapore, the mafia, the betting mafia, how much they are controlling some players, you know.
But, no,
but
look, not that much.
For our opinion, and the bottom line is we can only give an opinion.
Yeah.
And let's wrap it up because we're getting off pissed.
Yeah. Last 10 seconds. But not the thing is that, and I can tell you this, being from Sicily, many times I was asked, Palermo club, the mafia should be there. No, because normally the mafia likes the things that don't happen under a spotlight. Because if they are under the spotlight, they can do the dirty business. So the more attention there is, so higher division, TV and everything, the most difficult it is.
Yes.
So, and actually, when we saw scandals happening in the last years, it was always in the lower divisions because less attention there is, more dodgy can be the situation.
Exactly. Maybe I can't say. I can't say it doesn't happen. That's the bottom line. No one can say it doesn't happen. But the conspiracy theories, no, you save them. I mean, listen, I've definitely seen some things in NFL recently that tells me that teams don't want to win games. I've seen that, but whether they've financially gained out of it at that moment, I can't say that at all. Let's move on. What was your bet for Schalke and Freiburg? Alex, I've got yours, Tan.
Pass.
Pass. Okay, we're on Schalke. Come on, Schalke. Bayern minus 370, draw plus 575, and Wolfsburg at plus 1100. Bayern, come on, Bayern. You've got to start showing a little bit more than you are. Huff and puff, and they're not blowing any houses down. Alex.
Wolfsburg is one of their best, their favorite opponents. They are destroying them lately. Every time they catch them. But Wolfsburg this season, they are the joint. Them and Leverkusen are the only two teams in Bundesliga with no defeats so far. So it will be tough for Bayern to destroy them. I think that we will have a reaction from Bayern, but I would rather play Bayern and over 2.5 or Bayern and both teams to score. Because the odds on Bayern are very, very low at 1.32. I was even thinking Wolfsburg plus 1.5 on the Asian handicap. But I prefer Bayern to win and both teams to score. I will stay away from this match because it's not one of my... I'm never betting on Bayern's matches in Bundesliga. Only when they play Dortmund or Leipzig, but not against smaller clubs.
I just thought that maybe Bayern minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap was the way to go. It's nearly even money, you know. You can see them winning 3-1. You can see them winning maybe 4-1, 4-2 if they put their best foot forward. Tan, where's your Bayern at?
Great minds think alike. Exactly.
Well, don't say that you're agreeing with me and putting me in your mind. Where's your hat?
Where's your hat? Where's your hat? I don't remember who was this.
Still only 75 thumbs up. What's going on? They're not
because they were waiting for my hat. Of course, yes, definitely Bayern to win with handicap. So to win at least with 2 goals gap. The odds on that are pretty good as well. They were floating on 1.70, which possibly normally we wouldn't get because. With something involving Bayern to win, they are always very tight.
I got you 1.95. I got you minus 105 for Bayern minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap.
Minus 195?
Yeah, 1.5. Yeah. It means you have to win by 2 goals. You're happy with that?
Yes. Totally. If there wouldn't have been the last games from Bayern, little bit scrappy, it wouldn't be so high. Also, in the last 6 or 7 games in a row, Bayern never won with more than 1 goal advantage. So probably that is helping. But I think that in this case, it is changing. So I pick Bayern in that way. Oh, by the way, Harry Delaney, if I'm not mistaken, is asking, wow, what's that? Tancredi got 204,000 followers on Twitter. Is he famous?
Harry, no, he's only famous between us. So
Harry, I let you go discover that in the world.
Oh, Harry Doherty?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. He had 6
no,
followers before we put him on air.
He's fishing you. Come on, he's fishing.
No,
Bayern,
really, Harry Doherty wrote that.
Yeah, but he's fishing. He's trying to fish a little bit.
No, I let him go in the water.
He knows that you are famous, the famous.
I am not. I am
number one fan.
I am someone with a Bayern hat.
That is talking to CNN and Al Jazeera and being
never.
Only when someone dies, you know.
Never. You are
exactly.
just.
I tell you what, though,
example.
he's late for any more of our shows. It'll be the only thing he's doing as well.
Hello. You should have ended the sentence saying hello. Like this. Hello.
I'm not putting on those sexy voice.
What is that?
Hello?
What is that Costa Rican way to you know, when you throw something like, hey, you should just getting better. Okay? There is a Costa Rican gesture to close those kind of sentences.
For me, uncomfortably, you're a bit too good at that swaying business. Okay, so Bayern and Wolfsburg, Alex.
Hello?
You're a bit too good.
Flash, I'm just too good for you. Hello?
I talked about this match.
I'm just wanting a recap. You're going to pass, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, well, what about this one then, Tan? Bielefeld plus 205, draw plus 225, and Augsburg at plus 135. We've got a bit of a Schalke Freiburg situation going on here because Bielefeld need the points. They'll go and have a go. And Augsburg, who knows what they're going to turn up with.
Is that kind of... they have a lot to lose, both of them. Because...
To lose? To lose, yes. They're playing in Ligue 1.
Can we end the YouTube live now? Can we now? Can we now? I will do like Donkey with Shrek. Can we now? So thank you, Yudi Adikari. Then I followed you on Instagram. They have a lot to lose here because the situation is getting bad and they are not growing in reliability. And so when it is in that way, you whether have a very entertaining game because they just go out there and say, okay, we have to grab this, or a very frightful game from both of them saying, okay, we need to be careful about our move because one mistake can be lethal. I pick the second choice, so I go, and so no $5 for me in this show. I go with draw at the halftime.
Draw at the half-time. It looks like a tight game, to be fair, though, Alex.
I'm wondering during the show on the live chat, Mushari PSN is always doing he has something in his throat. I'm just asking because he does the HHH all the time, like he lost the signal.
Yeah, God knows what's going on with
about
him.
That.
Yeah.
Mitch Kiset is saying, Tan, is that an Athens shirt? No, it's not. I don't know where you get Athens shirt. It's the second shirt of the 1974
Germany.
West Germany World Champions. I don't know where you get that from.
Was it not called West Germany then? It was a West German shirt, that.
West Germany shirt was called.
Yes, because they were called West Germany back then. The East Germans played in blue.
Yes, indeed. There they are.
Okay. A little bit of education for you boys. Bielefeld Augsburg looks like could well be an unders game where two nervous sides need to get something out of it, Alex.
No, I don't have anything to do with this game.
You came in this show for what? It's already the fourth game. You don't have anything with that.
Yeah, but sometimes it's best to pass.
For what he came in this show? I don't know. I don't know with this. I don't know.
I'm not. One thing is for sure. I'm not here to give squirrel prices.
But you are not giving anything. So you know how they say. Only who is eating is dirtying the plate. So try dirtying the plate with food, possibly.
Oh, it's unbelievable. You've just said plate and food because I'm sitting here thinking this reminds me of last night when I hadn't done the washing up after dinner and the missus was like having a right old go at me. I mean, it's like.
And what happened after that?
Listen, why'd you have to go there? You know what happened after.
I didn't go there.
You know what always happens after.
I was wondering if you wash the plates. I just was wondering that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It was your fleshy mind that thought in that way.
Yeah.
Fleshy.
I thought you was going to ask did both teams score. Okay, Koln plus 400. draw plus 300, and Leverkusen at minus 135. Leverkusen, they were someone's tip to be the surprise package. And here they are, sitting at the top, Alex.
Again, your surprise package was Leverkusen?
Thank you.
So,
is there an echo? Is there an echo?
So let me ask you, after 11 rounds in Serie A and in Bundesliga, both of your surprise packages are top of the table?
Yeah, but you get nothing for nothing. No,
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you want my surprise package in the Premier League as well?
Is there
Alex,
a Christmas?
Alex,
Yeah.
Alex,
Don't tell me that Tottenham is your package.
Alex, let's do like in a high school movies of the 80s. At the final segment, when they start to clap slowly, the unsung hero, they just stand up and they start. No, they start slowly.
Yeah, getting my tempo up. Hey,
Bravissimo.
I feel like Eddie the Eagle coming down one of them ski ramps.
You are the breakfast champion. That you are our breakfast champion. That is not
too early.
But
it's
breakfast
too early.
I mean, it's very, very enjoyable that someone from the three of us has two surprise packages that are topping the table right now in two different domestic leagues.
Mamma mia.
Yeah, but Southampton are third.
We don't. We don't care about
And no
Southampton.
dishes for you to clean tonight. Go tell at home, say, I got two surprise packages that went in. What do you have? I don't wash dishes. I need all the dishes. I break the dishes. I buy the dishes, maybe, but I don't wash dishes. Just tell them. Tell them.
I mean, just give her a plus 240 price, and she will be happy with that.
Hey, I tell you what about Koln and Leverkusen, by the way? Just bringing you back. Both teams scoring and the over. Is it the Alex Classic, Alex?
No, it's Leverkusen and over 1.5 goals in the match at 1.88. And Leverkusen are full of confidence right now. And it was not only your surprise package, but I remember that after 3 rounds when with the 3 draws in a row at the beginning of the season, we touched on them every single week, saying that they will come back, that they are creating, that they have a great squad.
And who did I say they wouldn't miss?
They wouldn't miss Kai Havertz. And they aren't. They are right now. No, that is true. Also, Alario came back from injury, their top scorer, and he already scored against Hoffenheim.
It wasn't my surprise package, so I step back from that. I don't take any merit. I didn't remember it was yours, Flash. But again, if you really got in Milan and Leverkusen, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to do. Well, there is one thing I can do.
Yeah, but it's only early days. It's only early. Listen.
Yeah, but
listen. If one of them wins, I'll be more than happy. Koln and Leverkusen, please, Tan.
Yes, yeah, so 1 second, because I didn't finish. Köln, red carded, Duda against Mainz. Yes, they won against Mainz, but without impressing. I can say that Leverkusen can at least score 3 goals on their own. So I have to go with this Leverkusen and over 1.5 at 1.88.
Yeah. Rude Boy says Kai Havertz has been average at Chelsea, but he is young. Yes, he has been average. Yes, he is young, but they've got a hell of a squad. And I'm telling you now, he needs to get up to pace. Timo Werner's got up to pace. Pulisic up to pace. Ziyech up to pace. They've got plenty, and that's a good thing for him because they're going to need to give him more minutes. And he'll be okay, just not yet. Okay, Leverkusen travelling to Köln. Tan?
Minus 135 is the one I wanted. Last week, if you remember, I was like, let's just pick Leverkusen all the way to win at home. I remember you were a bit doubtful, and I said they are where not supposed to be. Their Rampage is saying, I manufacture the dishes down 2020. That is an option. I will for Flash. And I said they haven't been put in crisis so far by the difficulties they faced. And Hoffenheim, they don't look like someone that can do that. It was like that. The thing is that they are solid. They are solid in mind, out of the spotlight, while Bayern, Dortmund, Leipzig, dog happened, also involved in Champions League. They are solid, and it will finish at some point, which doesn't mean that they will get out of the top spots, but of sure they will have a moment of crisis. But they are going through these games exactly in the way they should. Minus 135 for Leverkusen to win, it's good enough to be taken.
Okay, just don't complicate one. The pro stars, but Havertz is a very intelligent player. He is. He just needs to understand that you get less time in the Premier League, and he wants that little bit too much time at the moment. But no, I agree with you. Great football in Brain. Still don't know where he plays, though.
Pro stars know many things. Just earlier I had written, Tancredi, you are also a real leader, a real expert. He knows. Just read to pro stars. I will tell you, as Bill Clinton would say it, he knows. Just listen to pro stars.
Hey, Flash, do you have any history with Bobby Hooper? Because he's saying, it's me again, Flash. Let's see what I've got for you this time.
I don't know. No, I don't know what he means.
You have any history?
Listen, he contributes really well. We've got one more game to go, gentlemen. It's Hoffenheim plus 355.
It's been a very long show today, yeah, Flash?
Leipzig minus 130. If I don't worry about me, do not worry about me. I'm only halfway through my day. I've got the Premier League to do. I do Monday Night Football tonight, which I'm really looking forward to.
And you still have the dishes to clean. Imagine, that's the final.
No, not on a Monday. On a Monday, it's fruit night.
Yeah, but you have the Sunday night one.
Yeah, no, I told you. I did as I was told, and I done them last night. So Hoffenheim.
Fruit night on a Monday?
Draw, 300. Leipzig at minus 135. By the way, when we've done this, we'll have a look at the official picks. But I need you in the chat to start pushing forward who you want in the two-team parlay, even though we got a two-team parlay in the Bundesliga last week. So, Tan, Hoffenheim, Leipzig.
Leipzig all the way. It was dangerous last weekend for them with all they had to go through in Champions League. It was dangerous to be back, to stay focused, to play discipline with composure. Werder Bremen is the kind of opponent that can make the task difficult. And they were completely and I say it in a positive way, the German they are, and we expect them to be. 2-0, whipping away Werder Bremen, not giving them chance to breathe and to open to the game. Hoffenheim don't have any kind of those certainties at the moment to worry them. Minus 135 on Leipzig, go with that.
Okay, what about the Alex Classic, or even Leipzig to win at over 1.5, Alex?
I don't trust Hoffenheim. They have the 2 red cards from the first starting 11. They got red carded against Leverkusen, the right back and midfielder behind the striker. I think that they are very important. Normally, those are the starting 11 players. And on the other side, we've seen RB Leipzig disciplined without Angelino, without Konate, without Forsberg. Imagine. Also Sorloth. They have a great striker, this Sorloth guy. But they can play even without striker, you know. They can play with this free line with Kluivert, Poulsen, and Haidara. And even if they play with the same starting 11 as last weekend, but they will not for sure, because Forsberg will come, Konate, even Angelino will come. But I really like Campbell, Olmo, and Sabitzer behind the forward line. They're amazing. Upamecano, a rock there at the back with Vili Orban, again, a defender that I like a lot. They're very organized. You have to give it to them, you know. So RB Leipzig and over 1.5 goals against... yesterday when I gave the prices to Flash, because he's asking... our selections one day in front.
Because you're telling everyone I work on Sundays as well now.
Yes, you are working also on Sunday.
Me too. I'm working on Sunday since 12 years. I don't know what
me too. I mean,
you used to work on Tan. You only work Saturdays and Sundays. By the way, Tan, I've only got 88 thumbs up.
20 years.
One second. So
Fab, put them picks up, please.
This
Shut
Leipzig 1.7. This is what I'm saying to you. That when I gave you offered you the prices yesterday, they were minus 135 for Leverkusen and Leipzig. But today, because they dropped, I added the over 1.5 goals in both of them.
Okay, well, you've said it now, so that's no problem. Werder, over 3 goals on the Asian handicap at plus 100, and that's obviously your banker. Stuttgart is the Alex Classic at minus 110. Leverkusen, don't complicate it, minus 135. And the RB Leipzig game is exactly as Alex just said. Tancredi's picks. Hertha, minus 123, not complicating it. Bayern, minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap. There you go. Minus 110. Better than your little squirrel prices. Leverkusen, minus 150. Leipzig, minus 160.
Wait a second. They were minus 135 in the previous graphic.
This is what I said to you.
What the hell are you doing? What the hell? Seriously? Seriously?
This is what I kept saying to you, that the prices dropped since the time I gave him. And
exactly.
you
got
the minus 160s and the minus 150s.
Early bird catches the worm, Alex. Congratulations for sending your selections in on time. You get a better price. It's no good. If everyone wants to be on Leipzig, you have to pay a little bit more money. So it's juiced up.
Unbelievable.
Werder, both teams to score at minus 150. Now, there you go. If you want your value, we've got Stuttgart Alex Classic minus 110. The mighty Schalke at plus 210. The European journey starts here. And Union team total over 1.5 at plus 140. I think that's great value, to be fair. I'm really looking forward to watching that game over some of the others, to be honest. Now, can I have a 2-team parlay? And I'll start with you, please, Tan.
I would say Hertha. I tell you Hertha to win. Yes, Hertha to win.
Okay. Hertha to win at minus 125. And you, Alex?
Leipzig.
Leipzig to win. And do you want your price or do you want Tan's price?
Give me Tan's price, the square price.
Unbelievable. Like, say, that's the way how they handle numbers. Like, say, yeah, one moment is 110, 120.
But this is the line movement. You don't know about line movement.
Yeah, and I'm sure that within 10 seconds from the previous graphics and next graphics has changed so much. I totally believe you. And I believe you so much that you know what I will do? I will clap you.
Listen, it's been a great show again. I really appreciate everyone in the chat. You listen, because the thing is, I know you wind them up, they wind you up. It's brilliant to have that banter. Bobby, can you just keep it down a little bit with our relationship, though, coming here, like saying, you know what I mean? Just leave that one well alone. Nice to have Rude Boy back in. I know he tiptoes in and out, but his behaviour has been so good. He must be looking forward to Christmas. And
I will go to wash my glass now.
Yeah, no problem at all. Listen, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, and ring the bell. Yes. You ring the bell, and then we can notify you, and you'll never miss any content again. Or if you go and press a link in the description, that will take you to Tan's article, or Alex, or Martin, and that will give you winners, parlays, and information that they've not given me. So they just save it for themselves, or they save it for you. So listen. Have a great couple of days. Listen, we're going again on Thursday. So this is Tuesday and Wednesday's fixtures. Thursday morning, these two will be up nice, bright and early. And we'll look to, we'll have a little bit of a review of how we've got on. I think it's tough, but I think the value has been found. Thanks, Al. Thanks, Tan.
Thank you. Best of luck, guys.
Everyone in the chat, enjoy. You take care.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Oh.